guys, welcome back. Aquarius, we are doing, what are you healing right now? Okay, alright Aquarius, let's see what's going on. While I was meditating, I did have a lot of intrusive thoughts. I did feel like there was an energy, right? Because even if it's an energy of a spirit or an entity, or even if it's somebody sending you negative energy, I do feel like you're having a lot of intrusive thoughts that aren't yours, and you're kind of not realizing that. There's a need right now to be very aware of what goes through your mind, and almost like micromanaging what you think and what comes through your mind. If you're like feeling great and all of a sudden you have like a really stupid thought, I would definitely be like, you know what, that's it. And even if it is yours, there's a need to train your mind to be like, no the fuck, I'm not that. Like, let's rewire that. Let's fucking delete that. That's, you know, remove it from your head, from your mind. I was doing my meditation prayer, which it's not a prayer, it's like a both, right? It's just the way I do things. And I was having words wanting to be replaced, like block me and stuff like that. And I was like, first of all, like that, I know my meditation prayer, that I have never said that, and why would I want that? Like, I had to like repel this energy, and as soon as I did, I was good. Like, I felt like it was just me. And I was meditating for your reading, so I feel like you guys might be having some weird ass thoughts. It could be yours, they could not be, but either or, there's a need to like literally micromanage what you're thinking right now. If you're having a thought that isn't yours, you immediately say, you know what, error thought, I am amazing, I am this, I am that, right? No, I am not blocked, I am not, you know, like, I would definitely, every morning call back your power, every morning, you know, it just depends on what you do, right? Some mornings I do use my, I either use my slay bitch slay, which is my goddess power, like, it's basically like queen bee energy, and that does call my energy back. Or I'll do, actually that's the one that I mostly do, just for myself, right? I know I have another one. No. Oh, there is one that I have, give back my mojo, which is also, it's not your goddess, it's more like calling your power back. So there's those two. I have give back my mojo, which is obviously, you guys know what that means, especially if you are more of around my age, and you guys know what mojo is. I know I'm not talking about the dog from Transformer, or slay bitch slay, which gives you like extra tap into your goddess energy, right? Okay, so you guys can also just do a loving protection rituals around your house. I know they have I have and it's not mine, like obviously we use runes. You can do one where people, if they mention your name, or even if it's good or bad, money comes to you, right? You're truly protected. So just kind of make sure you're doing a check on all your surroundings. Make sure there's not a leak or there's like a penetration, because I feel like you are having thoughts that aren't yours, and you're just, you know, the mind is like, the mind is the mind. It's gonna take in the information whether it's yours or not. You just have to be like, no, that wasn't correct. All right, Aquarius? All right, what you're healing, we got pleasure. Bitch, we are healing pleasure. I feel like some of you guys have had, oh, look at that, the cards just fell off from the top. You guys got 3. You guys got pleasure, darkness, then unexpected. You know what? And then boundaries. Right now I feel like you guys have your boundaries really fucking high, and you guys have been in the void. It feels like you've literally just been sleeping and doing what you needed to do, and there has been nothing else going on in your life. It's basically been the bone dry. I feel like you guys have been tight in energy, finances, even friendships. Like, I feel like if you guys have friends, they're nowhere to be in sight, or you really just don't have friends like that you hang out with, that you go out with. I just heard like when you listen to a reading and the universe is like, go out and have fun. Like, how? Some of you guys might not even have the money to go out and have fun. Some of you guys might not even have a car, or you have like car issues, right? They're saying to basically do the best you can with what you have, right? I know that just to use myself as an example, I have been going down every morning after doing my readings. Because I've been, my schedule, it's 555. I just saw 555. My schedule's been rocked lately. I'm trying to like restructure it. So I was sleeping like during the day and awake all night, and then I was not enjoying that. So then I split it, and now it's almost like I go to bed at like 7 and I'm waking up at like 4. So I'm kind of like trying to push it back and then sleep a little bit later, because if I woke up at 4, that's fine, but I would like to go to bed maybe like a little bit later than 7, right? But that's just kind of what I'm doing. I'm trying to like to literally structure myself. But yesterday by 6:30 I was like, ugh. Anyway, so I go out in the morning and I get the sun, no sun, because I don't like sun, I don't like heat. I'm very light skinned I look tan in the videos, but I'm actually really white, like skin tone, even though I'm fully Latin. Like I'm half Mexican, half Salvadorian. But I have autoimmune conditions that don't enjoy the heat or the sunlight, and I just don't like, if I even go out for one day during the summer, I'll come back 3 shades brown, like darker. Like my skin is just like, this is how you naturally are, and I'm just like, but anyway, so I've been going out to the front. I've been wanting to, I haven't, because the sun does rise in the back. So I've been wanting to go in the backyard and watch the sunrise, and then go and get like some indirect sunlight in the front yard. Those kinds of things, right? Or walk throughout the neighborhood, maybe walk to like a 7-Eleven, make it a family outing. If it's just you and your animals, then make it a family outing. I tried to make my cats walk, and they were like, ma'am, you can go to hell. They were like, no, we don't do that. I was like, all right. So yeah, but I have children that are older, so you know. Anyway, just work with what you have. Like, maybe, I know, like cleanse up the house, which you're like, ugh, which I'm like, ugh, cleaning, that's all there is to do. I'm so tired. But or make it like a fun, I'm just giving you what I'm getting, right? Because right now I'm just channeling. I'm getting a lot of downloads, and I'm seeing like a lot of the things that with autoimmune conditions, plus my kids also have issues with health. Even though they would love to go out, they don't give a shit. They're like, I don't feel good, I'll go throw up and then feel better. And I'm like, no, if I don't feel good, I'm not moving. Anyway, doing game night. Like, we love doing karaoke, Pictionary, and we have like half missing parts. We just make our own little titles, put in a little bag, and then we have like the big paper that we draw on. Stuff like that. Like, we make it a dinner where we sit down, and again, this isn't always, right? But this is like things we can do. I told my kids yesterday if they wanted to sleep outside in a tent, because we have a huge yard. And my daughter, my youngest, was like, she's 16 though, and the last couple days it's been 90, so she was like, but maybe I can get like a cool day where they'll like enjoy sleeping outside, right? Like pretending like we're camping. Anyway, those are just ideas. So I think what you're healing right now is basically your pleasure button. Your pleasure button has been hidden, I think. And I feel like you guys are starting to do that. Like, the little things that you guys are starting to get like hits here and there. Let's do this, let's do that, let's start to have some fun, even if we don't have the funds for it, even if we don't, whatever, let's just have fun with what we have, right? And I think that's kind of what's starting to come in. There's a lot of pleasure. You guys have gone through a lot of healing. You guys have gone through a lot of hermit mode. You guys have gone within, I think, I don't want to say more than your share, because it's always in divine timing, right? It's always exactly where you're meant to be, where you are, where you're meant to be at that time, right? And so I feel like you've done more than enough healing. It's not really time to heal like that anymore. It's almost like time to live, okay? It's time to live, and it's time to go out and have some fun. And I feel like you're getting opportunities and blessings that are coming in that in the past they couldn't come in because you didn't have high boundaries, right? You had the wrong people around you. You couldn't get your blessings because you guys would have given those or shared those with the wrong people, and they were not meant to be shared, because what little you have, and I just saw 1111, I feel like has been your I feel for a lot of the people that I'm speaking to, a lot of your foundations have been torn down by the wrong relationships, right? I feel like maybe you guys would get to a good place in your life, and then, you know, because you didn't have those strong boundaries, or you didn't know who you were, or you were still healing through like self-esteem things, those people came and bulldozed, what did I say? I think I inverted it. Bulldozed your, right? Like Selena Gomez says, like your garden. Like, you didn't care if it was my garden, you set it on fire. And they took you down. Like, literally, you had to restart your life. I feel like for a lot of you guys, I'm speaking to people who have restarted your life time and time again. It hasn't been like, I don't even feel like this is the third time. This may be, I heard some of you guys, the third time, but for some of you guys, I feel like this is the fourth, fifth time. Like, you guys have become experts. And it's not a good thing. Like, you become numb to life, and you become numb to like starting over. It's one thing to be forced to like start over because of circumstances, or because somebody took you, you know, everything became torn down because of other energies around you, right? And because you unfortunately didn't have boundaries. It's another thing for you to be like, I'm moving because I found another better house, and or I'm going to travel. Like, it's not out of like necessity. Oh, I have to move because I don't have the money, the landlord got mad, whatever, right? And there's a difference when you're like, I'm moving because I'm moving to a new city, I got a great job. Like, there's a difference, okay? There's a huge difference. So I feel like your pleasure button basically is getting fixed, okay? With darkness, I was talking a lot about at night. I do feel like you're living in an energy of like at nighttime, okay? And with this being a 4, I feel like maybe even your house has been like gloomy. Like, everybody's kind of dark, things haven't been really happy. Again, there's like that lack of being able to do things, like, and remember, especially when you're younger and you guys don't go out and do stuff, that's really hard on the younger kids, right? Especially like when you haven't lived, like, let's say for me, I'm 43, like, I've lived, they're at this point, they should be going out, they should be doing things, they should be all of that, right? But if the means aren't there and the things aren't there, I feel like the house is just a little bit gloomy. There's a little bit of a cloud around it, even though like you guys are doing the best that you can. It does feel like there's a little bit of like, there's living in the dark. I literally talked about like being awake all night. That's what it felt like, and I had to force myself to change my sleeping schedule because it felt very, for the first time ever, I did not enjoy being awake all at night. I was waking up at like 8 or 9 and awake all night, and normally I'm fine with that, but this time it felt wrong. It didn't feel right. It felt like the house, like my kids were sleeping or not sleeping. Like, it felt very chaotic. It felt very just wrong. I don't know how to explain it. It just felt wrong, okay? And I feel like there's been no sun. There's been an eclipse for a really long time in your home. But look, there's like this portal, there's like this eclipse coming in that's opening up. And look, there's two people here, like a mother and a daughter. Like she's laying her head on her shoulder, trusting her mom or like her friend or a partner, whatever this is. And there's a portal opening, right? And you guys are going through this portal, and there's light on the other side. And there's even like forest and greens and trees, right? And this is allowing you guys to have like pleasure. I just saw some people playing tag, I don't know, or hide and seek, right? And so I feel like you guys are basically, there's unexpected coming in, and I think it's going to be pleasurable, okay? All right, let's clarify pleasure. Ooh, that came in reverse. Let's see, how do you want this? King of upright. With the King of Cups, I feel like there might be a King of Cups coming in, or you are the King of Cups. You guys have possibly either, no, I feel like there's a King of Cups coming in. If there isn't a King of Cups coming in, because I will see more, a King of Cups that's coming in that's very in control of their emotions. But I feel like they're very connected to themselves and to their emotions. But you know, the King of Cups, they have their cup. They have their cup, but they're not really like open with it like the Queen of Cups, right? They're more of like, yes, I love hard, but I'm very stoic about it, and I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I love it. No, they're more inward loving, and the Queen of Cups is more outward loving, right? It's more of like a calmness of love, right? Instead of that, like a Queen of Cups, right? Isn't that like Cancer energy, or it's like a water energy? I believe it's Cancer. I'm not sure though. It's a water sign energy. I know that. They're more open, like, oh, I love you so much. And then the King of Cups is like, what do you need? What can I get for you? The house is clean. Everything's ready. Everything's good, right? That's the King of Cups. Like they show, they have a lot of love. They just don't, they're not outward with it, right? Oh, I bought you this. Let's go shopping. That's the King of Cups. The Queen of Cups is more outward. So I feel like this is someone that is coming in that is very loving, but they're very stoic with their love. They might not even express it too much, but they do show you how they love, right? With the Devil, darkness, yeah, fighting the devil. I feel like you guys were fighting the demons in you, right? And like I said, I felt like there was energies that were pushing thoughts into my head. I was trying to do my ritual, like and they were putting in words like block, control, and I was like, what? Like, this is nowhere near my normal prayer. So I had to like remove that energy and then start over and be like, nah, that's not, why would that even be there? I knew it wasn't mine. So it feels like you were either fighting your own demons or fighting other people's demons or fighting demons, right? Yeah, because there was a lot of projection going on to you. And I know that on this channel I have maybe had like one negative comment, and if you guys see, like, my first video was in like either 2020 or 2021, and I've had like one or two semi weird comments, right? Actually, this one might be my second channel, so I can't actually remember when I started it. Anyway, the last week I've had somebody posting a bunch of crazy ass comments, and I'm pretty sure I know who it is. I don't think these are different people. I think this is somebody specific who's a crazy ass mofo, and they're just going around projecting their bullshit and their energy and trying to spread the negativity because misery loves company and they want company. But they're not gonna fucking take your energy. Like, your energy is great, right? Like, your energy is coming up good, and I feel like you guys are starting to come out of that darkness with the devil there. I feel like you guys were fighting stuff that was going on, and you didn't realize that a lot of it wasn't even yours. And I can promise you that I know you guys hear a lot of or maybe you guys don't hear a lot of readings like this. I do hear readings where I'm like, oh my god, this again. But this is the first kind of energy reading like this that I've done in a really long time. If you go and listen to my other readings, I haven't done a reading like with this kind of information, like somebody's, oh, they're sending you negative, really, I want to say months, because I don't get that too much in my readings, right? But I am feeling that very strongly here, especially with the devil. And I feel like this was because they were trying to tempt you, right? But I feel like some of you guys, they were even doing like witchcraft. And remember, you don't have to go out and set up a whole altar to do witchcraft. You can just set a manifestation, an intention, and blow into a candle. And if you're trying to do something negative, it might not like be strong, but it is still an intention, right? Somebody's sending you evil eye and telling the world, this is what I want. They're still trying to manifest, and they're still doing black magic. All right, when your intent is for something bad to happen to someone else, and you're actively trying to manifest that for someone else, you are now doing black magic, because you are trying to alter somebody's free will. And if their intent in their life, they weren't meant to have that dark magic come towards them, you now have created that energy force that wasn't supposed to be there. Mind you, for Aquariuses, especially Aquariuses, y'all, I don't feel like it's been too big of a deal. I feel like it's been more of a mental thing, and I feel like it's been more of like a training ground for you to understand what's yours and what isn't yours, right? So now that you guys actively understand, every morning make sure, you know, I lovingly call my power back to me. And a lot of people are like, oh no, don't send it back to them. Fuck that. I send everything that isn't mine and is being sent to me that's negative back to you ×3, because I'm not creating that. I'm just sending it back to whoever created it, right? And people are like, no, don't send it. No, fuck that. You take this shit back. It's like you gave me a bag of shit and I'm just giving it back to you. Did I put the shit in the bag and then bring it to my house? No, I did not. I am just giving it back to you. You take your bag of shit back and leave, right? Like, I'm not going to take this. Take it back with you. And I just saw 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 4 twos. The unexpected is the 8 of Cups. It could be something in a situation, an opportunity. The Magician. Look, the Magician in reverse is black magic. But it also could be in the past, there were things that you had manifested that weren't coming in, that didn't come in, right? Missed opportunities with the 8 of Cups. Maybe somebody walking away. Maybe you walked away from an opportunity. Maybe because you weren't seeing it correctly at the time. But now it's going to move forward and you're going to get this opportunity, right? Some of you guys could be getting a new car. Some of you guys could be traveling. But it's moving quickly. Like, this is something that's quick. Like, do you see this guy on top, like, holding on for dear life? Because these horses are galloping forward quickly. Things are about to move quickly. And I feel like for whatever it is, this is going to be very healing. This is going to be very healing, but it's going to be very pleasurable, right? You guys felt like you knew exactly what you wanted and you weren't going to accept anything besides that, right? All right, let's quickly, actually, I'm just going to get you guys guidance because I don't want to have this video run too long. All right. Yeah, but things are coming in and you're about to have so much fun in your life, and it feels like it's much needed, Aquarius. Oh, you guys got 2. Leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's true desire into action. Yes, and then fairness. The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. And I feel like this has to do with people sending you negative shit, right? And then sensitivity. You are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Yeah. Yep, and that has to go with the devil, right? There was still things that you were clocking, things that you were trying to fight, like maybe some old habits, patterns, even with food, substances, stuff like that. Like, you've still been trying to like fight, right? And that's just hard. That's like a lifelong battle, right? Even food, when you have a food addiction, that's a lifelong battle. And so I feel like you guys are working on it, but you guys are getting there slowly but surely. And I feel like when the fun is coming in, and it's going to help you get you out of your head. All right. Alright, Aquarius, I love you guys so much. I hope this helped, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.